What is the ego, and how should we relate to it? Should it be strengthened, rejected, or transformed? Eastern and non-dual philosophies have long questioned a fixed ego. Heidegger's late concept of Gelassenheit, usually translated as releasement or letting be, invites an attitude of serene openness rather than willful control. Heidegger suggests we cultivate a tranquility toward things, being comfortable to take it or leave it rather than grasp or resist. Nagarjuna's middle way in Mahayana Buddhism likewise rejects any permanent self. Nagarjuna taught that nothing has an autonomous, unchanging core, including persons. This is not utter nihilism, but rather a pragmatic pointing out that clinging to a rigid I is misguided. Mainstream Western psychology has often assumed a stable self, or ego, that should be maintained. But as early as the 1970s, psychologist Gordon Allport noted that the concept of the self is slippery and perhaps not strictly necessary. In fact, Allport quipped that if psychology's horizons were broader, we would not need the concept of self or of ego, except as a convenient label. Therapeutic approaches like acceptance and commitment therapy and mindfulness-based therapies replace ego strengthening with flexibility training. Rather than enforcing a particular self-image, therapy may encourage self-distancing, self-compassion, or commitment to personal values, regardless of fleeting thoughts. In this light, the ego is not a must-have core, but a usable perspective that can be held lightly, a capacity that can expand or contract as needed. To make this idea concrete, picture yourself as a driver steering a car. You use the ego's goals and plans like steering, but you are not the car itself. Some situations might call for speed or prudence, but you can also release control when needed. Just as the driver controls the car but is not the car, you are the conscious agent using your body and thoughts without being identical to them. This doesn't mean being passive or without values. Rather, it means wielding the ego skillfully, ready to adapt.